Hey everybody, in today's video I wanted to talk about live blades. Now, I would just like to make it perfectly clear, this is not a live blade, this is a false live blade. It's not sharp, I'm completely safe. Anyway, talking about live blades. Now, knowing that I just shared with you that this is a false live blade, and all my other balisongs or trainers, most of you probably already have an idea of where I stand on the topic of live blades. But I still wanted to talk about it. In general, I don't think live blades are a bad thing, but I feel that they're kind of an old part of this hobby, like a formality that doesn't really need to exist anymore. But it's more nuanced than that. So, one thing I do feel pretty strongly black and white on is, do I think beginners should start with live blades? Nope. Not a chance. Never. I know that there's quite a lot of people that say, oh, you should learn on a live blade because when you use a live blade and you make mistakes, you learn quicker. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't buy that at all. Because, you know, if you're trying to learn something on a live blade, and you accidentally give yourself a big cut, you now have to wait until that cut heals before you can flip again, which is going to make your progress slower than if you could just say, oh, whoops, that would have cut me, my bad, let's try that again. There's no reason that you need to actually get cut to get better. There's plenty of people who can flip well and have never touched a live blade. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. Obviously, I don't even consider myself an advanced flipper. I'd say intermediate. But I know a lot of you watching are more beginners. And I'm just saying that you can get to where I am without ever touching a live blade. No problem. And until you get to where I am as a flipper, I don't think live blades should really be on the table. Now, I will say, if you're a beginner and you want to get a live blade, what I would personally do, either you could dull it so it's no longer sharp, or if you still want it to be a live blade but you don't want to get cut, which why would you, grab some tape, put tape over the blade, which will therefore make it safe. And then when you're ready, you can take the tape off. And I really think that with live blades, that might be the way to go if you're trying to learn tricks, because, like I said, getting cut does not make you learn faster. That's just not how the human body works. So, if you believe that, I'm sorry, but it's just not true. But, what do I think about live blades for more advanced flippers? Well, more advanced, like me, live blades ends up kind of coming down to personal preference. It kind of comes down to what job you have, things like that. Like, I'm going to be going into a career where I am going to need my hands to some extent, and I see no value in having to risk cutting up my hands or some freak accident or something. I know that normally cuts aren't that bad, but to me, it just doesn't seem worth it, knowing that I'm going to need my hands for the rest of my life. I might as well protect them and not do stupid stuff. So, live blades, not really. Will I still get live blades? Yeah, sure. I'd love to get some live blades like a crack-a-rackin', but I'm going to dull them so that I don't have to worry about getting cut. Because, like I said, getting cut does not sound fun to me. This whole hobby is about having fun. That'd be a cool trick. And I think that if you're not having fun, oh, we did it. If you're not having fun because you're getting cut, don't keep doing the thing that gets you cut. Don't use the live blade. Dull the live blade. Tape the live blade. Whatever. Of course, there is some minor utility that is offered from a live blade, but you know, I would rather just carry a trainer and a pocket knife. because I like knives. So to me, that's the best of both worlds then, having a balisong and a pocket knife, because I like both. And they each serve different functions. The purpose of balisongs in the modern era is not to be knives. It's to be fun flippers, skill toys. So I just don't see a need for the blade. Now, the one thing I did want to talk about with live blades that is probably the biggest reason they will never go away is the balance on a live blade will never match a trainer. Say again, the balance of a live blade will never match a trainer, at least in the way that we make trainers currently. If you have a trainer design that you're going to cut holes into for the trainer, it will never have the same feeling as a live blade, because the milling is completely different and it's going to have a different weight distribution. For instance, the Vulp Pro trainer, I had it. It was good. Nothing crazy. It was good. The false live blade on the Vulp Pro, one of my favorite trainers, currently is my favorite trainer. So that just goes to show you that the subtle differences in the weight distribution of a live blade compared to a trainer version are not only noticeable, but actually can have a pretty big impact on how the balisong feels. And that's why they're never going to go away. Now, if all companies start doing something like zippy inserts with little weights in them to try and perfectly match the feeling of having a live blade, it's possible. I think it'd be difficult, but it's possible. Then sure, maybe live blades will go away, but I don't think that'll happen for a long time. I think that if something like that did happen and live blades were to go away completely, I think that balisongs would have a much better chance of being made legal in more places, as they would no longer be weapons. Of course, they're not weapons anyway. They're toys. We know that. But if your toy can also be used as a weapon, then people will say it's a weapon. But if your toy can in no way, shape, or form be a weapon, well then you'll be okay. That was kind of what I wanted to talk about today. There was supposed to be a different video that came out that I re-recorded. So I recorded it twice, and then it was still messed up, so we're doing this instead. But if you guys have any video suggestions, especially any tricks that you want to see a tutorial on, I want to make a trick tutorial soon. But I just want to know what tricks you guys would like to see, so leave that in the comments down below. Yeah. Hope you've all had a wonderful day, and until next time, keep flipping.